All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun, Episode 3. We got introduced to two new worst characters that are the best. Mikorin and Yuzuki.
Yuzuki, yes. Right. Yuzuki is something special.
Indeed.
I honestly think she kind of takes the piss out of Mikorin. Like,
doesn't she though?
Like I really want to love Mikorin a lot.
Like, he's great.
He's wonderful. Mm-hmm. But like, if I was to get excited about one of them specifically, it's very easy to get excited about Yuzuki.
I'm really excited to see Yuzuki just in the sub, because in the dub they absolutely nail her voice. like it's the most like just it's glorious. But yeah, so yeah.
Is she an S tier contender for worst girl in anime?
I would say she's pretty high up there.
So more like an A tier.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of worst girls out there.
Like solid A tier, you know, like the worst girl scene in anime is pretty competitive, but she is definitely high up there.
Right. Okay, okay, cool. Well, I want to see more kind of complex character dynamics by bringing in multiple parties, and given that this show is not that complex in its immediate approach here.
You got crazy romantic hijinks and comedy and stuff.
Yeah, let's keep adding in the characters, given that we don't have, much, content to work with.
Right, it's a one-cour show, so, chop.
Every episode, let's introduce a new character and find a way to still keep the main focus on things on Sakura and Nozaki, so that we can have the introduction of a new character not overriding the entire focus of an episode.
Yeah.
Because as long as they keep introducing characters like this, I'm eating good. This is some good shit. But yeah, all right, yeah, I'm loving it. So y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Oh yes, here we go. The one in blue. Oh my god. Oh my god. Of course. Yeah. Oh no. Yep. Yes. Damn. Yes. No, he didn't.
Not a snowball's chance in hell. Yeah. That is not high enough.
Very cool, yes. Overload!
Not for the reasons you're thinking.
We're comrades. Yeah, I said comrades! I'm in this shit! Yes, the literal
just technical answer.
Yep.
Is just straight out of Orin or something.
Yeah. Oh! 2 characters in one?
Yep.
Steals the tear at the last second.
While being dragged away.
マスターすんの早いじゃねえか。
まあね、初めはなんだこれって思ったけど、ベタ指定のことなら完璧。なんだこれ。
それは背景担当の人のベタ指定マークだ。
背景担当？
あ、そういや俺未だに会ったことねえな。学校のやつ？
部活やってる人だからな。い
Ah,
つも夜遅くに手伝い
that's
に
the
来てく
guy.
れるんだ。
こんな可愛いマーク使う人なんて女の
No,
人以外。
no. It's
Haven't
the
you learned
Genki
about
guy.
assumptions yet?
It's the Genki guy. Well,
どっちだ？ねえ、ゆずきだったらどっちを自分のマークにしたい？
そうだな、その2つならブリーフ。直線で描きやすそう。
しおちゃんって美術部だったよね。ちょっと大道具の色塗り手伝ってくれないかな。いいけど、鹿島くん顔
oh,
ど
your
うしたの
face. Oh my
なの
god.
にあれ
I thought that was like unique.
先輩は劇には出ないんですか？
ああ、前は出てたんだけど、今はこっちの方が好きだし。
Ah, yes. Organizes
堀ち
everything.
ゃん先輩は3年生までに背を伸ばして主役やるつもりだったんだよ。でも結局成長止まっちゃった悲しい人なんだよ。
Paint or blood, you know?
You know?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Wait,
このマークは
but
も
if
しかして堀先輩が背景？
but if he's the cat, then who's the briefs?
ちょっといいですか？
Oh, look at Sakura's like power pose.
堀先輩ってブリーフなんですか？
And then whoop.
それは
What is this Eye of the Tiger music?
まさかお前も。
履いてんの？
いやー、ブリーフか。
ブリーフですよね。
先輩のパンツってブリーフなんですか？
せっからかよ。
さくら、そこはベタしてくれ。
よ、さくら。
あ、背景描きに来たんですか？
いや、今日は野崎に台本を頼みに来た。
Yeah.
This is the quid pro quo.
演劇部の？
Nice, nice.
うちの花形は鹿島なんだが、王子の出番が多い話ってあんまりなくてな。
で、その代わりにこっちは背景をお願いしているんだ。
Yep,
そう
makes sense. Yeah, I
ギブアン
lit.
ドテイクな。
今まで王子のイメージだけで描いてたから、
Oh no.
こう本人を見ると。
Oh no. Oh no.
She got in his writer's head.
はい、お姉さん、黒い衣装がセクシーだね。
王子チャラいな。
ただのナンパ男にしかならなくなった。
野崎と部長って仲良かったっけ？ほら。
まだダメですか？
ダメ。
そうだな。
なんか最近一緒にいるの見かけるんだけど、あの二人ってどんな関係なのかな？共通点がないよね。
どうしよう。野崎くんのお仕事とか先輩のお手伝いとか言っちゃダメだよね。野崎くんは先輩へのお礼を体で払ってるだけなの。
何そのただれた関係？なんてことだ。可愛い後輩の地位が危うい。
鹿島くんいつかは
When were you beloved? Yeah.
いつもいい役が回ってくるよ。
普通に実力だ。
Yeah.
そんな。
Oh.
てっきり私
I'm
が
ruined.
先輩の一番だと思っていたのに。いや待って。
Wait.
もう一つ特別なことがあるじゃないか。先輩が躊躇なく殴るのは私だけだ。
それ絶対行為じゃない。
What is this, an anime?
Yeah.
私と野崎、どっちが可愛いですか？
野崎。
Yeah, immediately. Yeah. I knew it.
私も野崎くんかな。
今日はとても傷ついたので部活をサボろう。パフェ食べようか。
Oh.
そんなことやってるから野崎くんに負けちゃうんだよ。だいたい鹿島くんは先輩とどうなりたい
Yeah,
の？
what do you want
どうって。
from Senpai?
結婚。
Whoa. Whoa.
I forgot about that.
結婚式に呼ばれて出し物するくらいの仲かな。
目標を引く。そしてパフェ食べました。
食ったのか。結婚式な。絶対に呼びたくねえな。というか、彼女できても絶対にしねえよ。
Ah.
取られるからな。
暇なら二人でもちょっと読んでくれないか。さくらはヒロインで。
はい。 私はキャロル。
私はレミリ
Yes! Drama student, go!
Exactly.
うまい。先輩、本当に。
When he's paired against someone that's not that good.
姫も魔女も魅力的だから俺は両方いただきたいよろしいか
セリフ。見合わせといえども、先輩も野崎くんもみんな本気なんだ。
But you're all
私
into
も頑張らな
this.
くちゃ。何ですかその女。私のことは遊びだったのですか。
いや本気だただその愛の花がたくさんつぼみをつけてしまった
His lines really do suck!
いや、私耐えられま
君のことも大事なんだ
ちょうどいいや。みこしはこれで。
Oh my god, yes!
メイドのミサだ。
メイド
Oh, I see.
ただこれ読んでただけかお二人ともそれくらいになさってください
He's even bad at reading. Like,
Yeah.
you can't even.
そこだ止めろよ台本守れよよしじゃあミサから行くぞごきげんよう旦那様ごきげんよう旦那様違うもっとなりきれメイドのミサになりきって入ってる
Become Misa!
ごきげんよう旦那様
Beautiful! He's become a director all of a sudden.
ごきげんよう旦那様ごきげんよう旦那様
The shining eyes.
やればできるじゃねえか先輩
The voice acting is just so great.
そういえば先輩、みこしばと会ったの初めてでしたっけ？
ああ
Wow.
鹿島の友達だと思ってたんだがこんなところで会うとはなうちの鹿島の方がイケメンだよ
先輩、なんだかんだで鹿島の顔
Yeah.
大好きですよね。
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
野崎珍しいな見学か
はい。実際演技を見たらイメージも変わる気がしたので、先輩は演技したくならないんですか？
Mm.
あいつがいるからなこっから見てる方がいいわさあ野崎見ていけよ我が部自慢の王子様の演技をよ
Oh god.
Well,
Okay. This
Yep.
show
prepare for
passes
trouble and make it
Yeah,
double.
this show passes the 3-episode test so fucking hard.
I know,
Like-
right?
Like,
Yeah.
we're in episode 3, and we already have serious contenders for best characters in this anime.
Yep.
By far. Now I love Mikorin, but he is actually starting to seem pretty normal as this anime keeps going, because Kashima, holy shit,
Yep.
Kashima is, whoa! I love
A
Kashima.
character.
A beautifully glorious character, and I
Use my name. Princess.
Ohisama. But then we have Hori Senpai, which is just classic organizer.
Yep.
I will take care of everything archetype, basically the mom. And yet I love how there's these slight little twists on very typical archetypes here, in that Kashima is the most talented man in school.
It
But
takes
it's
a
a
real
woman.
woman to,
It takes
to
a woman
do that job.
to be a real man, exactly. Yeah. So, of course, Kashima is the prince.
Right.
Knows exactly how
Yep.
to speak to a woman and communicate the deepest feelings that are obviously real and true,
Yep.
and not just a thing that Kashima uses to build up the popularity persona, which was totally revealed with her slight little ego tick of like, wait a minute, how do you not know of me?
Right.
I'm super popular. I've been working this image for a long time. And she's like,
Yep.
well, I only have eyes for Nozaki-kun, but I can't really say that. So,
So it's just, I don't know.
yeah. And then the, left, right, left, I did, my heart. And then she says that to me, and even the show acknowledges that at this point, Mikorin is sort of starting to becoming the not like Duff with 2 F's, but just the Duff with 1 F.
Right.
Designated ugly friend, basically, where it's just like
when he's got like the full like J-pop looks and everything.
Yeah, exactly. He's gorgeous. That's the idea of like next to Kashima and Nozaki. Ooh, buddy.
Well,
yeah, that's rough. That's rough.
But it's also the whole thing of like, yeah, no, he actually is pretty normal. Like when the whole acting thing happens and he comes in and of course he doesn't understand what's going on because he sees them holding paper. He probably thinks that's manga or something like that because they're working on manga, right?
But they're yelling about their relationship or something.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Holy shit, they're getting into this right in front of Nozaki?
Yeah, yeah, what's going on?
Is Nozaki even in here? Like,
right. And then they throw him in cold into the deep end of, all right, now act. Oh, you call that acting? No. And he's all like, he actually does the like cutesy nervous moe maid pretty well at the beginning because he's not comfortable with what he's doing, you know.
And they're like, no, you're addressing your lord. You should be confident. Like, come on, put your back into it, son. Like, I love so much the way in which the very like overdramatic kind of anime character archetypes are being portrayed here, but with these slight little twists of, oh look, we have a Ouran High School host club character.
Yep.
But the twist is that, no, this isn't just, you know, a character lifted from there. They're a woman, but also, more than that, they're also putting this on kind of just for kind of the play fun of it.
Yep.
It's not really something that...
Drama.
Yeah, it's not really something that they're necessarily working at like a host club or something like that. It's just, oh no, this is really fun. Like, I like doing this.
And in a drama club, it works really well because then it lends itself to kind of the diva nature that our favorite boy from Ouran had, right?
Right, yes.
So, you know, yeah, of course she's all like, yes, all spotlights, all eyes, all thoughts on me.
All eyes on us.
Yep.
All eyes on us. But can't remember a single girl's name.
Right. That was like as far as a way to very quickly just show basically the flaw of the character, right? You know, because like with someone like Yuzuki, right? We got that whole montage of her just just showing how oblivious she was, right?
We were introduced to best girl this episode,
basically
almost flawless.
But then it's the wait, that's right,
yes,
you,
yes.
You think I would forget your face, you know? And she probably did remember her face, but it's princess.
Yeah, I love that joke. That was so strong. But then the idea of, they're the kohai of Hori senpai.
Right.
Now Hori senpai, I definitely got the read that he was like the taskmaster, organizer,
the straight-laced responsible
one. Yeah. But the idea that he actually is the drama club president and thus has actually a desire to be on stage and be dramatic. And while he's going to be that one dwarf in the 7, dwarves
who's like really good,
just really going into it when it's not really needed.
Yeah, and you just totally upstage everyone else.
But it's not that he's necessarily great at acting.
Well, I mean,
no, he's good at acting. But my point is that she was saying, well, he only really stands out when everyone else is kind of bad.
Well,
now, to be fair, that was Kashima saying that, who is goated in terms of dramatic performance.
Yes, and an absolute diva. But then also
a
just
little bit ego, focused as well. Yes.
But then also just the idea that, you're too short to play any of the lead roles, right? So I get them because 1, she's probably better at acting, but 2, she's taller and can physically look the part.
Straight up though, the funny thing is that he's only really short if you compare him to Nozaki. Like, literally, when they were standing next to each other,
I mean,
there's a foot of difference.
Yeah, there's a solid
But
foot
the
of
thing
difference.
is, Nozaki is like the guy who was 6 foot at 10 years old. So he's now like 6'3" in high school.
Right.
And it's like...
Although even
of course the guy
Mikorin
is
was like a solid like...
few inches.
Yeah, a few inches
Yeah,
taller.
I would say that our boy Hori Senpai is probably 5'4".
Yeah.
And that's not short. Like,
yeah,
that's just a little bit below the average height. Like, so,
right.
And bro, you could still grow a little bit more in your next year.
I'm sure he's been telling himself that for the past 3 years.
It's just like maybe a little bit more.
Right, because he's a senpai, and I can't remember.
He's a third year.
Yeah, so so
she mentioned he's a third year. So
yep.
yeah, he's
it's like
he might be on his last legs of that growth spurt.
Yeah.
Growth spurt at all.
Growth spurt was more like a but
so good. But then the introduction of Kashima being through Mikorin in that, well, there was this comparison angle of Kashima's better at everything than Mikorin.
But now we maybe know where Mikorin tries to do it, right? Why he tries to do it is because he's like, oh, she's able to do it, just make it work so perfectly, and that would be so cool if I could do that. Right. Oh, I'll try and do it. No, okay. Like, it almost feels like a stage fright kind of a thing for social anxiety, where he's like, yeah, he actually gets up on stage and tries to, like, say lines that, he's probably heard her say at some point. And then
he was like, isn't it so cool that she can do that,
Yep. But nope, he can't make it work.
Yep.
Yeah.
I loved the way in which they very obviously revealed the fact that Hori Senpai was the one doing the
backgrounds.
Beta backgrounds, or the background beta marks. And the idea that, the briefs was that, and that was the joke of, are you wearing briefs? But then it's the thing of where, yes. She knows that making a dirty joke is a way to get on his good side. It's a funny little characterization thing, but she guessed not at that, just that he was the one doing the beta marks.
Right.
But I love that it's a thing of where Kashima is like, oh, you understand this about him, showing that Kashima knows Hori Senpai really well. Like, she really does want to be the dutiful Kohai.
Oh, yeah.
And they totally don't like each other. Not at all.
Not in the slightest.
Not in the slightest fucking bit.
Like, one of the things that I just love about this show is how it takes all the anime tropes and then just flips them around a little bit, right?
Just a little bit.
But the thing is, it does that so consistently. Like, whether it's the, yes, Mikorin is the heroine, right? And he's always the, the main female lead, right? Inspiration, right? And then, the prince is the girl, right? And the tsundere is not the girl who's like, oh, baka. It's the
guy.
It's the exasperated manager who's like, just do your fucking work and stop making my life miserable.
Yeah, you're right. I think this is the thing that's the most twisty, fun thing about this story. Sakura and Nozaki are the stereotypes of their kind of respective parts there. But all the side characters are gender swaps of a specific stereotype.
Sure.
Yeah, that's actually really interesting.
Yeah, so, and then Yuzuki is basically the thug, right?
Yep.
At
Yuzuki
the school.
is the thug, yep.
Yeah.
Kashima is, from Oren.
Right. Yeah.
Our boy.
Or the Oikawa from Haikyuu,
the prince, basically.
Yeah, the prince.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Hori Senpai is the tsundere, basically, you know, type A, get shit done kind of stuff. And Mikoshiba is basically the airhead.
Yeah.
The airhead cutesy one. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yep.
And this story's brilliant. It's not trying too hard, and yet in this episode they focus so much on densely packing in all that they could into this short little runtime here of little skits and stuff. And I ate this shit up. It was just a good, fun time.
Well, and one of the other things that I just think is so cool is that they did 2 character introductions per episode, right? Because the first one you have Nozaki and Sakura, and then 2 in the next one, 2 in the next one, right? So
that's a good point. I for some reason I feel like I feel like I was thinking we were doing one character introduction per episode,
Uh-huh.
but I think
Well,
that's
'cause-
because they teased the new character at the end of the previous episode both times.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's easy to think that you can't really just introduce one character in a first episode, you know, right? Like especially for a romantic comedy. So having Sakura and Nozaki in that first episode doesn't necessarily feel like it is going to be setting a pattern, you know? But
I like also how these post kind of ED scenes have a little bit more hard characterization of some of the main characters.
Yeah, not just
Nozaki,
comedy stuff necessarily.
Making the point of saying how that his image of a specific person has been locked in his head due to the way he saw her recently. That sounds kind of like a thing that might have happened with Sakura. Maybe.
Right.
Maybe.
Oh, she's a fan. Oh, she's someone who will help me with my manga.
And you haven't really clued in that no.
Or maybe he has and we just haven't seen
Or
it.
maybe he already likes her and he just doesn't know the way to communicate it. We'll
Yeah,
see.
he likes her and he's like, no, I'm just seeing things, you know? Right?
yeah.
It's all in my head, you know? It's
Yeah, we shall see.
Yeah.
We shall see. But yeah, this was a really fun episode.
Yeah.
This had a great
I'm really
amount of
glad you
jokes.
picked this show.
It's so good. It was so fun. But yeah, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
Next time.